The NBA is absolutely terrified of this as we have multiple updates regarding the Denver Nuggets that have fans completely fired up, as there has been a lot of discussion surrounding the Nuggets team and this offseason and multiple players who are still yet to be signed and the team that we have that we know right now. And with all that in mind, there are teams that are really starting to look at the Denver Nuggets as one of the biggest threats to win the NBA Finals once again. Not just a team that has Nikola Jokić and a good core around it. Now this is the team that has Nikola Jokić, a great core around it, and one of the best benches in the NBA. And that has teams very worried, but also there is another reason why opposing teams should be terrified of the Nuggets, because we also are looking at a huge player leap incoming, and on top of that, a free agent move that is yet to be made that fits perfectly in Denver as well. There is a lot to go over with all these situations, and we're going to jump right into it, guys. But before we do that, if you're part of that 76% that's not subscribed to Nuggets Digest, make sure to subscribe for daily Denver Nuggets updates. We got a lot of great videos coming out for you, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss a single update on the Denver Nuggets. But let's jump into this. There is a lot to go over on the team right now because, look, as we know it, the Denver Nuggets are a solid squad right now. The new front office did an absolutely excellent job bringing in a lot more talent to this team, and they should be proud of their work. I mean, the Nuggets went as a team that was really viewed as someone who, more than anything, was sort of just, a great starting lineup, but everything else was a little bit more shaky, and because of that, there was a lot of fear surrounding the team. What is going to happen next? How are they going to be able to bounce back? Will they be able to bounce back? Is Nikola Jokić going to be okay with this? There was a lot of questions that had to be answered, and now we're starting to see all of that work out perfectly. As right now, when we look at the Denver Nuggets and the team that they have in front of them, what we see is a team with an excellent bench unit, but also now a serious situation where we see the Denver Nuggets really start to get things going. And on top of that, also what we see is a team that is about to see one of their long-term players take another absolutely massive leap into stardom. As it was recently mentioned by Steve Ashburner that it might surprise some people that Jamal Murray isn't anywhere close to the gold standard for 20-point scorers who haven't sniffed an all-star appearance yet. Now, actually, CJ McCollum has had 10 such seasons to Murray's 4 while never earning an all-star invite. But Murray is a renowned playoff riser, owns a championship ring, and has a teammate in Nikola Jokić, who has been Denver's solo all-star all 7 times he's gone. If the Nuggets offseason remodeling pays off, Murray might thrive enough to join the Joker. Now, here's the thing with Jamal Murray. Right now, the stats, they do teeter on all-star numbers, but he's yet to make one. Last year, he put up 21.4 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 6 assists, shooting 40% from 3, nearly 40% from 3, 39% from 3, and 47% from the field, while also getting 1.4 steals per game. It was one of Jamal Murray's best seasons by far, and we've seen him continue to grow as a player and still have more levels on top of this. So when it comes down to Jamal Murray, there is a lot to consider going forwards with him and a lot of reasons to believe that it's going to work out and that he's going to find his way to an all-star game. So I do believe that Jamal Murray can easily pull this off, and there is a lot of things that do sort of back up the fact that he easily could. I mean, when we look at Murray, he has steadily improved throughout his career. In his last 4 seasons that he's appeared in, he has been putting up 20-plus points per game. Now, he has struggled a bit to stay healthy, which is definitely not helping his case, but it shouldn't sink him either, and we know that he does perform when the lights are brightest in the playoffs. The man's made a career of it, averaging 23.7 points per game, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds in 79 playoff games with the Denver Nuggets in his NBA career. Now, in that time, he shoots 45.7% from the field and 38% from 3, while having a 56.4 true shooting for his career. Now, on top of that, we've seen him have excellent years. I mean, including the year where he averaged 26 points per game. We've seen Jamal Murray be absolutely lethal from 3 and just always find himself as the best version of himself. But what doesn't get talked about is how that's mainly just against the Los Angeles Lakers. According to a Reddit user who said that an interesting stat, Jamal Murray's career playoff rise is statistically entirely against the Lakers. Since 2018-19, his regular season stats are 24-6 on 57.1 true shooting. Against the Lakers in the playoffs, they're 27-5-7 on 57.4 true shooting. And in other playoff series, they're 23-4-6 on 56 true shooting. So his numbers are still good. They're still better when he's in the playoffs. That is what we know about Jamal Murray. And as the Reddit user mentioned, he plays more minutes per game in the playoffs, so he basically scores as much as per 36 with the 23 points in the playoffs and the 20 points in the regular season with a very normal 1% efficiency drop, which is about the normal from regular season to the playoffs. In his other series, besides the stinker versus the Timberwolves in 2024, it cancels out the elite Jazz 2020 series as well, with most of the others being pretty normal Jamal Murray stats. Picked up 18-19 as the start, because for that Reddit user to use so, it was Jamal's first playoff run, including his 10-point per game rookie year, so it doesn't make sense because that version of him never played in playoffs. So with all that in mind, we have seen Jamal Murray really, really find his way as a playoff performer, but again, it is mainly against the Lakers. So guys, let me know in the comments, do you think Jamal Murray is going to become an all-star with the Nuggets this season? I definitely think it's possible. It depends on the all-star formatting that they always change because the NBA has no idea what to do with it. They should just do East-West or the captains. Like, are people really going to watch? No, not really, but the NBA's stupid. So, like, they're not good at getting people to watch the all-star game, and no one really cares about all-star games anymore. So, it's already an uphill battle, but there still should be the awarding for it because it makes sense. But also, there is more to go over with the Nuggets because when we look at their depth chart right now, Jamal Murray is really the only point guard on the roster. I mean, Bruce Brown can do it. Obviously, Nikola Jokić makes things a little bit different. But outside of that, we don't see a ton of guard depth on this roster. And that is something that should change. And the Nuggets will have another contract that they could use. And they have a golden opportunity on how to solve this problem. As it was recently mentioned that by Sports Illustrated that the Nuggets still have an open roster spot and there is still some talent available to be their 15th player on a standard contract. The Nuggets are loaded with talent, even on their bench, but they still could use some more depth and versatile weapons. Of the top free agents still on the open market is three-time NBA All-Star Ben Simmons, and he could be a great fit in Denver as mentioned by SI, who also said that Simmons shut down retirement rumors, but he remains unsigned after reportedly rejecting an offer from the New York Knicks. This decision led to his agent parting ways with him, but the bigger concern is where he will be playing next. Simmons could, or his choice could turn down Simmons' choice to turn down the Knicks is unclear, but he could find a good home in Denver if he was interested. While his career has taken a significant hit due to injuries, he remains a versatile defender and viable playmaker with an impressive 6'10" frame and guard-like skills, who put up 5 points per game last year, 5 rebounds and 5.5 assists. He did have a positive defensive box plus-minus at a 1.8, which is very good, and shot 52% from the field. He is a solid player after all. He's not completely and utterly gone, and that does matter when we consider everything. Now, in this post right here, we saw Ben Simmons be asked if he was retiring, to which he said no, he's not. And we just see that obviously his last playoff run was atrocious. The Nuggets were the ones who beat him, so you do kind of question the move. However, he does fit on the Nuggets. Now, he put up 1.4 rebounds, 0.8 points, and 0.8 assists in the 5 games he appeared in versus Denver. But here's the thing. The Nuggets played him off the court because they could. Now, here's the thing with Denver if Simmons went there. When you play with Jokić and Valanciunas, you have a lot more court spacing to really work with stuff there. So there will be more shooters out there, and you can also play Simmons as a center role with Jokić and Val both on the bench at once. And then all of a sudden, what we see is a Nuggets team that very much does have all the tools to have Ben Simmons at the 5 and then have another 4 out right there so Simmons can really create in the one-on-ones for himself and try to get the team really flowing when Jokić isn't out there by playing a very similar role to Jokić, obviously just without the shooting, that is. But guys, what do you think about it? Let me know in the comments down below. Like this video, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Have a great day. I'll catch you later.